by Matthew Said. Talent is overrated. Last one is talent code. That is by Daniel Coyle. Now, all of these are really easy to read. There's not a lot of jargon that's even above you. And quite honestly, 3 of those, I should say just 2. I didn't even read. I listened to them on the car while I was recruiting. Like when I traveled down here, I put in a book on tape and I listened to. So for those of you who have a commute between your games and your practices, not a bad idea to grab a couple books on tape and use those. Okay, so now the gist between all of these is within the last 10 years, people have become very interested in why some people are successful and why others aren't. And so there's been a lot of studies done. Each one of these books have to deal with those studies and what they say, but really they've come to this. To be successful in any endeavor, music, business, arts, it takes approximately 10 years and 10,000 hours of focused practice. That's the key. As some of you have practiced today, wouldn't be able to count that time because you weren't engaged, you weren't given a full effort, and you weren't doing your best for the full time. So that doesn't count. It has to be focused practice where you're fully engaged, in tune, and you're working extremely hard. Okay? So that's really good news for you. And that's because growing up in a different era, you grow up, and I'm sure some of you still today have this problem too, is who believes that just people were born great? Tiger Woods was born just awesome. LeBron James, Wayne Gretzky, just born awesome, right? The fact of the matter is all of them started at a young age and worked extremely hard and were very passionate about what they did. Tiger Woods' father took him golfing from the age of 3 on. He didn't just wake up as a teenager and start winning tournaments. He worked from the age of 3 all the way through and prepared for that time frame. They'll talk about the Beatles, one of the best bands ever, allegedly. The Beatles took about 5 years and played from early in the evening to well past 2 in the morning for about 4 years straight in a little club in Germany before they came to the United States. They practiced hard. There is no overnight success. You know what that does? When you look at someone else and say, oh, they were just born to be great, you devalue yourself. It's a cop-out. It allows you to say, oh, because that was God-given, I didn't get it, that's why I don't have it. When the truth of the matter is what? They put in the time, and you did. So really, when I start to talk to players at your age bracket, it's you have a choice now in the next few years. Do you want to put in the time? Do you want to put in the efforts? Do you want to be a very good hockey player? If the answer is yes, then do some things. And I'll tell you what those things are coming up. But that's your choice, okay? Because everyone, so I had the pleasure of coaching 4 Olympians. Okay, 2 of them are from Grand Forks, Jocelyn, Monique Clement. Everyone likes to look at them and just think they're so awesome and they're great and they were born great. Here's what I'm going to tell you, and I tell everybody that steps in our office. They're 5'5". They're not big kids. I got kids 6 foot and above. They're not our strongest kids. I got kids that bench press more than them. I have players that do more pull-ups than they do. I have players who are way faster than they are, not only in sprints, but when it comes to skating. They're not very good skaters. They'd be the first ones to tell you that. They have to work very hard at that. But I don't have a player that comes in and asks for individual film. I don't have a player that comes in and asks for a coach to go out and skate with them or put more time in the weight room than those kids. They just do. They shoot the puck extremely well. You know why? They woke up for about 5-6 years when they were younger at 7 a.m. and shot 200 pucks for a summer. Each summer for 6 and 7 years. There's no secret to them. They're good because they put their time in. They're not good because they were born that way or because their brothers played or because dad pushed them. That's all minute compared to the amount of time that they by themselves decided they were going to go skate and work on their game. Okay? So now, knowing that it's just work, which is very basic, so here's the things now you need to be elite. Number one,